Savvies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by to see what I have going on today. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back to hang out with me. I appreciate you all so very much. On this channel, I love to do all things DIY and crafting. I love to do them on a budget. However, I do love to splurge at times, but at the end of the day, no matter what I'm doing, I love to have fun while crafting. If you have not already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel, hitting that like button, as well as the notification bell, just so you know every time I upload a video. I also love to get comments because I love to chat with my subscribers. So just know that those chats are only desired and not required, but I do love them nonetheless. I am so excited about today's video. I am doing a collaboration with Miss K over at Home with K. I am so excited. She is a small YouTube channel, just as myself. We decided to come together and bring you some Christmas themed DIYs today. So if you are familiar with her, you know her work is impeccable. I will have her information in my description box below, so please click on that link to check her out. Tell her I sent you her way if you're starting here on my channel, and tell her I appreciate her collaborating with me today. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our first DIY. I have this Christmas sign that I got from Michael's last year after the Christmas season. I forget how much I got it for. It was originally $44.99, but I want to say I maybe got 80% off of it, if I'm not mistaken. And I was so excited to use it. I actually had forgotten about it, and when I went through my stash, I was so excited to find it. So what I'm doing here, as you can see, I'm taking some of that mesh or tulle from the Dollar Tree. It has like that frosted look to it. At least that's how I vision it. When I see it, it looks frosted to me. And all I did here was I cleaned off the window portion of this sign, and I believe the sign is probably about 24 inches long, give or take. It's a pretty decent size. And so all I'm doing is I took the tulle and I laid it on the back of the window portion of this sign because I wanted to give it that snowy, frosty look. And so just so you guys know, our theme is Winter Wonderland, so you will be seeing a lot of snow in different forms throughout the video. And so all I'm doing here, as you can see, is I'm just taking the tulle. It was not large enough to fit across the full window, so I did have to split it down the middle, and I just glued it to that middle portion of the window so you wouldn't see the seams connecting. Next, I'm going to take this little elf I got from Dollar Tree. He is so adorable, and I'm going to attach him to the back of this sign, where his face will be peeking through the window as if he's waiting for Santa Claus. I know, right? Stretch of the imagination. That's me. And so what I did here was I put one of the crafting sticks, the larger crafting popsicle sticks. I don't know what to call those. Tongue suppressors, crafting sticks. Nonetheless, I put it on the back just so he wouldn't kind of flop backwards, because as you can see, he's like a Raggedy Ann doll style, so he was very floppy. So I just wanted him to stay upright when I go to sit this up or hang it. And I just stapled him to the board, and then where his hand is resting on the little window pane there, I just added in some hot glue just to secure that. I did not want to risk stapling it there. Now I'm also using one of the Dollar Tree ornaments. I love these new ornaments. Like, I just love these. Like, they are coming so in handy with my projects. I've used them quite a few times already, so I'm really loving those. So I felt like this needed a doorknob. I'm not sure why they would not have put one on there, but I don't know. Nonetheless, I go in with one of these miniature ornaments. I did pick those up from Dollar General, my $1 General that I have in near me. But they had a pack of, I want to say 15 for $1, which I think is really a good deal. And you will see some more of those being used throughout today's video. Next, I went in with one of the it's like the duster, the little furry things for the dusters at Dollar Tree. It comes 3 in a pack. So I'm going to be using that for majority of my snow. And that's what I wanted to do here. I'm just adding a little bit of that fluff to the bottom, hot gluing it on. Now this did get damaged, like it had some staining on it just because of where I had it, and so I did clean it up, but I just wanted to blend it a little bit more, so I went over certain spots just to do a light distressing, just so it'll look a little bit more cohesive. And I really like that I did that, and I'm already liking, if you can see his little elf face peeking through and the window, I already really like the way this is. And it's like a super simple, easy project. Now you can totally make this as well using Dollar Tree items. You can use the majority of the wood items that they have there. Even with this, the window portion, they do have those in the framing section. It looks like the cathedral windows, and you could totally glue that to one of the other board pieces that they have, and use the other the longer ones or thinner ones as the framing. So I could totally see this being done with Dollar Tree items, maybe on a smaller scale, because I do believe those frames are a little bit smaller than this window pane here. And that was it for that project. So this one is a little red truck, and I got this from Hobby Lobby at the end of the spring and summer their sale or clearance, and it was $3.99 originally, and I think I only paid like $1.50, maybe $2 for it. And it's really a good size. I want to say maybe probably about 8 inches or so, maybe a little bit more. I didn't really do the measurements there, but I think it is probably around about 8 inches or so. So nonetheless, what I'm doing here is, I call myself like being like, you know, the crafter that measures, you know, twice and apply once. Yeah, so I'm using my little handheld drill, and it's about the size of a glue gun. I got this at Walgreens for only $20. So guys, just definitely check that out, especially if you're doing crafts where you need to use some small tools. I do have another power gun that I use. It is a little bit larger than this, so it is you know, it's heavier to use at times, and this is cordless. So I feel like for $20 I really got a good deal here. So what I'm doing is I'm as you can see, I'm drilling in holes to create the light effect for the little red truck. Now what I was doing when I was measuring was I was measuring the back to make sure it was lined up, and then I realized, like, hello, you could just drill from the front where where the lights are actually at. So once that, you know, that whole epiphany happened for me, guys, I went ahead. It was a lot easier. Did not have to actually measure after all. So I just thought that was funny. I do some really weird stuff when I'm crafting. I tell you, it's like my brain, it just turns off, and I don't know. I just can't think. I can't speak. None of it. It's just so, it's ironic to me. But nonetheless, as you can see, so it's already showing as if the lights are already beaming through. I did tape them down there just so they wouldn't move, because I needed the little prongs, I'm not sure what you call those, where the actual light bulb is, to stay through the little holes. So I just taped those down until I was ready to apply some of the miniature ornaments. Again, this came out that same pack from Dollar General, and I'm using, these are like a it's a silver color, but I don't know if it'll be able to pick up with the lights on, but it has like a little bit of crackling to it, and it made a really nice effect. And I did all my painting for the most part off camera too, guys. Just again, you know, these last few videos, it's just been easier for me to do it that way, in order for me to get everything recorded and, you know, out in a timely manner. So I just use your basic red colors here. I think I use Waverly, and I use some from Folk Art. They're white paint, green paint, brown paint. Like, it's just your basic colors. You can use really any acrylic or matte colors you want. Now, that little tree set I got there, the trio, it was actually in a 3D little miniature pack I got from Dollar Tree, which is really, really nice. It came with a lot of little stuff in there. It wasn't a whole lot, but I feel like for $1.25, it was a nice little set. And all I did was take a sticker and add that to the license plate that says Be Jolly, the little Merry Christmas banner from Dollar Tree, stickers, Hobby Lobby, and literally that was it for this project. And I did go back in with this as well and use some more of that mesh or tooling and add that to the back because I wanted to again give that whole frosted or snowy background. And one thing I did notice, and you guys will see at the final reveal, where it actually kind of looked like the truck could be facing it. You could, I guess it's just a matter of how you would interpret it in your vision. It's as if it's either in the front or it's in the back. So I thought that was pretty cool because that was not something I was attempting to do. But that's all I did. Now you can definitely cover the back of this. I do feel like it will be lost if you were to cover the back portion where the frosted part, unless you did like maybe a white background or something. But it's for me, so I'm okay with the backing not being there and just as I had it. Next up, I'm super excited about this. I think this is probably well, they were all my favorite actually. I think. Well, no. The three were my favorite. The other two were like, yeah, it's all right. But this one, I really love this. So what I'm using here is, and I actually thought I left it in. So I got this, like, it was like a wood bag, I'm going to call it, or wood pouch from Hobby Lobby. And it was for $4.99. And it had 12 pieces in there of different, like, just random sizes of wood pieces. And so these 3 pieces were in there. And they're a pretty good size. I want to say they're probably about maybe 4 or 5 inches, 5 by 5 inches, or 4 by 4. And I'm using some of the cardstock from Hobby Lobby as well. And I'm going to be using some letters, some wood cutout letters that I actually got from Staples, but when I went over to Dollar General, I saw that they carried them as well. The pricing was pretty much about the same. It was like $1.30 for each, which is, you know, I know you could probably get a pack for it, but I didn't need a whole pack of the jumbo letters at this point. Wooden letters. So for the 3, I feel like it was okay. I'm just going to be spelling out the word joy. And I've had this cardstock for some time, probably about a year or so now, or maybe longer. And I'm going to be going in with some more of that duster material from the Dollar Tree. And so I'm just going to cover these. I did paint the outside of these wood squares gold, just so they'll tie in with the actual cardstock. And what I'm going to do here, and I kind of missed an opportunity right here where for the J, I actually should have painted these white as well. As I started putting on the little fur or whatever you want to call it, or faux snow, the faux snow, I was realizing like, oh, this would probably have worked better had I painted them white. So I was already in the middle of it when I kind of had that thought, and I was like, well, I'll just paint around it, and that's what you see I'm doing here. So I'm just going in, mixing the little fur in with the paint. I don't recommend doing that because it can get in your paint, but I was just like, you know, I'm gonna just roll with it. And that's what I did. And then but the other 2, I did go in and paint those white. And so what I'm doing here is adding some glue around the edges once I get that on there. And what that does, I don't know how to really explain the texture, but it added to the snow effect in my eyes. So I was really pleased with that, and I just kept going with it. And all I'm doing is just kind of taming the little fur, because I did kind of pull it out from its roots, if you will, and so it did leave a lot of little fuzzies, but it didn't take long, probably about 15-20 minutes to make sure they were all together. And once you do that, you can totally spray some adhesive over it if you want to hold that in place, or even some hairspray will secure it and keep it stiff. But I was not too concerned about it. I feel like I got it exactly how I wanted it to be. So once I get everything attached onto there, you can already see it coming together. Enjoy. At first I was a little nervous that the white wouldn't show off, but it actually did turn out very, very nice. And now I'm taking some of this it's like a it's a gold Christmas ribbon. I want to say I got this from Dollar Tree, not Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, like 2 years ago, in the silver and gold. And I love working with this around the holidays. And so I'm just going to turn these into little presents. Now, also, I didn't paint the back here just because the back is not going to be seen. And to me, that would just be a waste of paint. The backings were nice and clear, you know, wood. You can always stain it too. Total preference here. But what I wanted to share too, I just popped back in my head. The wood pack or wood bag that I got from Hobby Lobby was $4.99, and I got it for 40% off, I think. So I got 12 pieces. It's various sizes. Like, you can use it for a lot of things. I've used quite a few pieces out of there already, and I really felt like it was a way better deal than what you would get from Dollar Tree, you know, buying their wood slices individually. But of course, you can always go to one of your home improvement stores and have them cut down wood for you, and it would probably be more cost efficient as well. No, so all I did here, I'm no bow maker, you guys. I did decide to leave this in here because I don't know, I thought, you know, maybe y'all wanted to see me just, you know, do what I do and do it wrong. I don't know. Anyway, I just cut down 2 strips. I think I did one at 10 inches and one at 8 inches. Just wrap them around, tie them off with a piece of jute twine, because I wanted that color to just really kind of, you know, blend all together. And that's literally all I did. I cut off those tails. I'm just going to press it right on top. Sorry, I was out of shot there, but you guys will see it. I brought it back. So I'm just letting that stay there. And then I'm going to take a little gold rhinestone and add it right in the center of there. And I really love the way these came out. I think they're so cute. And you can do as many loops as you want for a bow. I'm a 2 person, like, so I'm just a 2, 4, you know, 6 type of person. On occasion I will do in 3s, but for the most part I'm usually a 2 type of person. So here I felt like they were a little bare and I wanted to add something to them. So as I said, I'm going to add some gold rhinestones in, and I am going to actually go back and add some more of that gold ribbon to the outside just to complete it, because I just felt like with the oh my goodness, cardstock paper, it was just so sharp, if that makes sense. Like, so I wanted to just, I don't know, give it a little bit more finished look, if you will. And so that's all I did there. Like I said, I do go back, and you guys will see that I did add the ribbon to the outside. Now for this one, if you have any scrap cardboard like rolls, I forget what I had on here. I'm not sure what this came with, but nonetheless, it's a pretty good size. It's exactly 12 inches, which is a perfect fit for the cardstock paper that I have. And I just wanted to continue on with that gold and white theme. For this is going to be married with that joy sign. So all I did, as you saw there, I used some of the Gorilla Glue stick on there and little dabs of hot glue just on the ends, because I didn't want to create any lumps in there as I was doing this. So I'm literally just adding the glue stick as I go, which you can see there, and just rolling it out. And it went on perfect. Like, I didn't have to cut, measure, anything. So I was super excited about that. It lapped over a little bit, but we are going to cover that up and you'll see it in a few minutes. So next I have this wood round that I got in a pack from Hobby Lobby, and I think it's 5 or 6 inches. And so I'm just going to go ahead and glue the cylinder or cone or whatever you want to call it to one of the smaller wood medallions. And at first I was going to use this as the top, but I remember I wanted to add flowers here, so I actually ended up using that for the bottom, and it actually worked out better because it did help adhere to the larger wood round. And so as you can see there, I painted that white, and that's when I was like, oh wait, no, I'm not going to do that. So I flipped it over, just added some glue to it. You'll see that. And I'm going to use these gorgeous flower and berry picks that I picked up from, I think it was Michael's. I got these from, and they're just gorgeous. I love the red, deep red color there. Just beautiful. And I think it just makes the gold pop just so nicely. And so here I'm adding in more of that gold ribbon just to give it a more finished look, and like I said, to cover up that seam. I was just gonna do one, and then I was like, nope, I'll do one on each side, and I'm actually glad that I did that. And literally, like, this cost only a few bucks to make, guys, but it looks so high end and so beautiful, and it would look so gorgeous on an entryway table or even a dining table. Like, I love those type of pieces where, you know, they're just the little small ones where you can just see kind of adding a little addition already to your you know, nice home space, if that makes sense. So I really was like, this is really gorgeous. And the only thing I kind of wish I had did was add lights to it, but I was like, you know what, that meant I would have had to drill holes in it, so on and so forth. And then I thought, yeah, I could have added the lights into the flower itself. So let me know what you guys think, if I should go back and do that. It's totally easy to do. And there you have. So you really have a super cute and functional piece. I also went in, once I did start adding everything to it, I added another piece of that gold ribbon to the top portion because I felt like it was unfinished there as well. And then I'm taking more of that duster, the fur from the dust mop or whatever it's called. I can't think of it, guys. I just lost my thought. What it's called. Nonetheless, I'm just taking that, adding it to the base. I'm also going to be adding in some of the white miniature bottle brush Christmas trees from Dollar Tree to here as well. And I did think at first, like, oh my gosh, you're going to be too much white and you won't see it, but actually you will see it. It looks very nice. I just, like I said, I just wish I had added maybe some lights to it. I think that would have just made it pop and look a little bit more Christmassy, even more Christmassy, should I say. And so I did take some of those miniature ornaments, again, out of that same pack from Dollar General, and I used the 5 red ones here. And so I was like, oh, it looks so cute. It matches the berries. And so then I just put in there the berry pick along with that flower pick just to hang over. And I'm using that. It's like a white color star from Dollar Tree, and it has a little hint of gold to it. And I just love this. Now, I did go in with the Christmas trees there, as you can see, also from Dollar Tree, you know, thinking I could add a little pop of color, but I just didn't like the way it looked. It took away from the high-end look to me, if that makes sense. And what I decided to do was to go in instead and add in some snowflakes there. So, and that I was really happy with. I just wished I kind of spaced them out. So yeah, just do your measurements if you choose to recreate this, to make sure you just get them evenly spread out. At the end of the day, I still like the way it turned out. I was not disappointed. Just the fact that we were able to use scraps to make that. So here, I wanted to do another apple cider sign, and I went recently. I visited my uncle. He stays a few counties over from us, and so it's a good little drive. So we go up there often, but I went to visit one of the Dollar Trees there. So I was super excited when I went in. They did have some good stuff there that I had not seen at my Dollar Trees that's closer to home, and these apples were one of them. Like, I've seen the smaller apples at Dollar Tree, but these were in the Crafter Square section, and I was so excited. So I did pick up a few of these, and they also had like a teacup or cocoa mug, whatever you want to see, and you'll see that coming up in a second. So I was so excited to find these, because this can hang in my kitchen off of, you know, just one of the doors where I keep my plates and things like that above the coffee bar station. So I thought this was really cute. All I did, again, painted off camera using your basic red and white, created the stripes with some painter's tape, and that was it. And so then I just went in, I created a stencil on my Cricut Joy, which says, I don't know, it's, I think it says apple, I don't know, guys, I forget what it says, hot apple cider fresh pressed daily for 25 cents, something along those lines. But I thought it was really cute. It did cross over a little bit because I had originally measured it correctly on my Cricut Design Space, but I had messed up when I first applied it, so I had to go redo it, and I forgot to change the measurements to what I originally had them. So here I'm just taking some leaves from a leftover pick. I'm gluing them down to add to the stem of the apple. I got these red and white beads. It comes in 4 different styles, I believe. I ordered them off of Amazon. It was like 150 or something in a pack. Very inexpensive. And a good bang for your buck, in my opinion. And then I just added in some other stickers, snowflakes, Christmas trees, things of that nature. And that was literally it. And here is the coffee mug or tea mug or cocoa mug, whatever you want to say it is. It's up to you. I'm calling it a cocoa mug at this point. And I went in same technique as I did with the apple. However, on this one with the painting, I wanted to make it look a little bit more like a paint watercolor painting, if that makes sense. I didn't want like harsh colors. I wanted this to be very distressed, very fair as far as certain paint colors. So for the cocoa portion of it, I wanted it to be very light but give that hint of brown. The bottom, I did want the black, but I did some heavy distressing there to kind of lighten it up. And I'm just stenciling out everything, and this one just says, hot cocoa served daily as well. I go in, do some more distressing on both of them because I really want them to look worn, and that's it. And then I'm just going in with some string that I got off of a ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I just kind of, it was like twined together in 3, so I just unraveled it and used one portion of it because I felt like the white string would play better here. And I just added 2 of the beads to the front of that, and they do kind of remind me of like peppermints, so I was really excited about that, and I think it came out really cute. But here's everything. So here's our truck, and I just want to share a little bit about that lamp that's next to it. Like, I am going to go back and get another one of those. I got that from Dollar General, and that thing is cute. Like, it is Farmhouse all day. And so I definitely want another one of those. Battery operated, can fit in any space. It's really cute. But here's our here's our little red truck. Let me know if you guys see the same as I do, whether you can see it as being in the front or in the back. I really like the way this came out. It does scream Winter Wonderland Christmas to me. Like, it just has all the snow effects I was going for. I absolutely adore this. I love the trees sitting in there with that banner. I think it's just a gorgeous piece. And here is our door with our little peeping elf. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh, I really love this. I'm getting so excited about Christmas. Like, I love fall, I love Christmas too. Like, winter and fall are just like my 2 favorite seasons. It's just, I don't know, it's just something about it in the air that really just makes my heart smile. And I love this door. Like, I can't wait to put this up. I think it is so cute. And I wish I maybe had added lights here too, but at the same time, I just feel like, you know what, no, this is cute just as it is. I absolutely adore everything about this. I really do. And then here is our vase or our centerpiece. Like, I love this. I love the gold, the white, like, it's just real Christmassy. And then with the joy sign, like, Winter Wonderland to my eyes. I love this, guys. I love that little pop of red in there, that dark deep red. Like, I think this is just such a high-end looking piece. Even if you're all about farmhouse, I still think this would play very well in a farmhouse theme. Just the fact that it's the gold, and it's just, I don't know, it's very chic to me, and I love everything about it. So I cannot wait to do my little so-called Christmas decoration. I don't have a lot of space to decorate, but I can't wait to put some of these pieces up. And this gold and white, and I'll let you guys know, I was originally going to do red and white. I might have red and white paper same as this gold, but I just got drawn to the gold, and I'm so glad I went with it. And here is our little hot cocoa, that's what it says, old-fashioned hot cocoa. I forget, you guys, I do. I recorded this a couple of days ago, so I totally forget. And here's that lamp. I wanted to give you guys an up-close look at that lamp as well, and look how it plays with that joy sign. I truly adore this lamp. Like, it gives off just the right amount of light without being overpowering, and I just love it. I love it. Let me know what you guys think. Have you seen them there? And they were only like 13 bucks. I think it was like $12.99 or 12 bucks, something like that. But I'm definitely going to go back and get me another one because I just think you can do so much with them. And here's the closer look at the joy sign. I can say Joyce. We're not building a house here. The joy sign. And I love this. I love the different textures of the cardstock paper. I think that's awesome. Like, it's just so pretty. Again, a little pop of red. Awesome. And once again, just to remind you guys, go check out my friend Kay's channel. She is awesome. She's talented. I love her work. I love her tablescapes. Like, they are just so darling and so cute. She's a Mackenzie Child aficionado expert. I love it. She's so talented. So go show her some love. Tell her I sent you her way. I'll definitely be heading over to see what she has for you guys as well. And before we wrap up, I just want to say, thank you guys for taking this ride with me. I appreciate it every time you come back, or even if you're new here, I appreciate you coming back to hang out with me. It warms my heart every time I see a comment or just a like or a view. I appreciate each of you all so very much. So please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. Just know that those comments are only desired and not required, and hitting that notification bell just so you know every time I upload a video. So fall in love every day. Love is every day that you have an opportunity to fall in love. It's an opportunity. Every day you open your eyes is an opportunity to fall in love with at least one something that day. So until the next time, see you all later. Bye, lovies. Be safe, be kind, and happy crafting the days away.